So hey guys, welcome back to another video with me the dog captain. So today is just a general thoughts video. I feel as if what I'm about to say needs to be said by me. I need to tell someone, um, well not tell someone but talk about this, and um, the only people I've got to talk to are my parents, and I'm sure a lot of you guys will know that sometimes your parents can be the best people to talk to, but sometimes they're not. And it's just nice to get your thoughts out there, whether people care about what you think or not. And it's not one of those things that you can do. It means anything just talking to yourself, because I'm sure I'm not the only one out there who every now and then doesn't just think in their head to themselves, but talks out loud to themselves, not just to work things out, but just because it feels like you're talking to someone, even though you're technically not, apart from yourself. Um, but I just need to get these thoughts out, and please let me know if you agree with any of them, or if you want to say anything in the chat, please do so. But please only kind words in the chat. So I just put it out there first of all that um, my parents are in the house right now, and my microphone's a little sensitive. I'm still working out the little, like, the not bugs, but like the little tweaks of my microphone, trying to get it so that it's recording properly. Because I'm using my phone, I'm using my iPhone on a like tripod to record this video right now, and it's using the Epo Cam or something, whatever however you pronounce it, the Elgato thing, where you can use your phone as a camera. While you can either do it through USB or through Wi-Fi, but it records straight to your laptop or desktop, depending on which one you're using. In my case, it's a laptop. Um, so yeah, it's a little sensitive still. So if he has some football stuff or some shouting, it's my parents, and I do apologise. Well, not my parents, it's my dad. It's my dad. Simple as that. Because my dad's watching a football match right now. I'm not sure which one. I know Doncaster Rovers are playing, but I don't know who else. But anyways, um, so first of all, it needs to be put out there, the big C word, which I'm not going to mention it. Well, I'll mention it once just so you know what I'm on about when I say the C word, or the big C word, or the big C. Basically, anything that resembles C. Um, I'll say it once so that you know. If you don't know what I mean, then you do. Basically, the C word means COVID. That's the only time I'm saying that word because I don't want to get in trouble off YouTube. Can't be demonetized technically because I don't get money from these videos, but I don't know what it's like. I don't know what the rules are when it comes to this kind of thing. When it comes to the big C, so I'm just I'll speak about it, but I'm not saying the actual word. I'll call it the big C or the C word or whatever I end up saying at the time. Um. So um. First of all, it's been a year. It's no, it's been 10 months actually, just under 10 months, between 9 and 10 months. Yeah, because it started officially. It all started back in March with the first official lockdown. Um, which, let's be honest, not necessarily all of us, but a lot of us probably thought, oh, I'm just going to be gone. This is going to be one of those things that's over and done with within a matter of a few weeks at most. Because I'll be honest, I did it first. I honestly thought, oh, this will be over by May, June. We'll have the summer holiday. We'll be back in the summer holidays, and we'll have 6 weeks off, and then we'll go off and back to college or school or university, whichever one you're at, and everything will be back to how it used to be. Everyone will be seeing each other again, hugging each other again, high fiving each other again, respecting each other again. Um, Everyone will be doing whatever they do normally. But unfortunately, that didn't happen. I can't remember how it happened, how what order everything happened in exactly, but and when exactly it happened. But obviously, I remember that we went into tears. People thinking that COVID doesn't even exist, and there's still people like that now, which honestly, if you don't believe the evidence that is here right now, what will make you believe that COVID is a real thing? That's what I would like to know, because it definitely is. And I know I just said it again, and I said I wouldn't, but it might slip out here and there. I'm going to try not to say that word anymore if I can help it. But what do you need? What evidence do you need to suggest that it isn't real? Because why do you think everyone's wearing masks? Everyone's getting vaccines. or trying to get a vaccine at the very least. Um, I mean, do you really think the whole world would be worrying about this if it didn't exist? It's evidently not a just if it's a hoax or a ruse, whatever you want to call it. You'd think that it would be only Britain that is, or the UK any at least, that's pretending. And if they were pretending, why would they be pretending? What reason would they have for pretending for this to be a thing? Worse, all they're doing, if they were pretending, all they'll be doing is ruining the country. They wouldn't be doing anything good. They would be ruining the country, like the economy, people's lives, their own lives for the most part as well. I mean, tell me, what is it exactly that makes you think it's a ruse? Because honestly, I would like to know what it is that people believe that makes it a ruse rather than being real. Because honestly, I'd love to know the evidence that you have, or at least the reasoning behind it. Anyway, that's that bit out of the way. Um, but then we went into tears, yeah, and and then we went into another. Well, they called it a national lockdown, but the honest truth is, it was closer to TS still than it was national lockdown, because national lockdown number two, people were still going out places as normal, like they were during the TS system. Um, no one was staying in the house. They didn't even. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if they called it officially a national lockdown or not, but either way, people were not acting. At least not where I live. People were not acting like it was a national lockdown. People were acting like it was just like every other day. They were still wearing their masks and staying 2 meters away from each other. Um, Pretty sure that's equivalent to 6 feet for any of you guys that put it in feet. I'm not sure. Probably wrong, but you can always Google it if you don't know the answer. Um, and yeah, and then after, and then Christmas came, and pretty sure by that point they had at least one vaccine made up. Can't remember the names of the vaccines, so I apologize. But if you need to know them, just Google them. And I think I don't know if it was November or December, but somewhat this there was a I think it was a 91-year-old woman, 1991. I'm not sure which one, but in the 90s anyways. I'm pretty sure woman got the first ever vaccine made, at least in Britain, at least in the UK. Um, and sorry for if you can't see my eyes very well. It's reflection off the light, but it's best like this if I have the light because there's no other light source I've got. Um, but yeah, then we had just trying to see how long I've been recording for. About 8 minutes. I'm trying not to record too long for each clip. I might cut the clip. I might stop recording and then start recording again, and just to have two small recordings. But anyways, yeah. Sorry, back to the point. Then we had Christmas, and at least in this, basically, just putting it out there, anything that I say is in Britain, is in UK, like Northern Ireland, Wales, Scotland, and England. Not those. It's not normally said in that order, but you get the point. So things might be different in other countries. Don't forget, I live in the UK. So, but yeah, then in the UK, Christmas came along. Well, December came along. So it was November. It would have been November that the first vaccine in the UK was given. But yeah, then we were told of the good old Boris that um, during the days of the 23rd, the 24th, the 25th, the 26th, and the 27th, um, we were going to be able to go in different households, but I think it was still up to 6 people. People were allowed to mix again for those days. Meaning, in my case, my sister could have came from Newcastle, well, Gateshead, where she was staying for her uni, um, and come here. Not saying where I live, obviously, but she could have came here. Could have had my grandma, my granddad, and my great grandma. That would have been that would have been seven. So that wouldn't have worked, but we would have worked something out. That would have meant so that we could have at least six. Could have had because you can have people from 3 different households actually, so it might not been. I don't know what the numbers were, but I know it's 3 different households for definite. Um, but yeah, but we were gonna have family down here anyways. That was the point. But then good old Boris decided at the very last minute that, you know what, even though I'm pretty sure next to nothing's changed within the last few days, I'm going to make it so that you can only do it so during Christmas Day. I'm going to be like that. I got your hopes up, now I'm going to smash them back down again. Now I get that he's just doing his job. He's got to protect the countries. His job is to protect the UK. It is. But if he even suspected that there would be a chance of things knacking up, even the smallest chance, he shouldn't have given that hope. He should have just said in the first place, I'm going to let you do it on Christmas Day. Maybe it's for Boxing Day as well, but that is it. He should have named Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and Boxing Day at the most. And then if he wanted to take it down to Christmas, then that would have been better. But he gave her the hope of 7 days. 6 days, sorry. But yeah, couldn't even give her that. Now, although I respect his reasoning and respect the job he's done and doing, he just, it still annoyed me, and I think that's reasonable in my, like, you gotta, you can respect someone's decision but still not like it, and I didn't like it. I respected it. I respect his reasoning. He may not be the best prime minister I've ever had, but he's doing the best under his circumstances. I believe, but I don't know. That's just my opinion. Um, but anyways, then Christmas had been and gone. Then came New Year. Um, Honestly, New Year was absolutely no different for me because all I do on New Year, really, New Year's Eve, is stay at home, watch TV, and do absolutely nothing. Anyways, I don't talk to friends. I'm kind of a loner on New Year's Eve because I don't see the. I don't. Honestly, I get the point of New Year's Eve where people get drunken and having a laugh and stuff. It's a nice night because it's the start of a new year, the end of the last year. But I personally, I'm not in. I don't drink. I, I don't get drunk. Um, but everyone else does, and I feel lost when I'm with people who are drunk. Like, even if I went out with my parents, because why not? They get drunk, they're off their heads by the end of by the end of the night. Like I say, I don't like getting drunk. I don't drink because I don't like the idea of being like that. I don't like the idea of getting drunk and not remembering stuff. I forget stuff already. I don't want to forget it even more. And I don't know what kind of person I'll be like. It's not the case I'm scared of getting drunk. I just don't want to get drunk, and I don't want to drink alcohol any in general. I don't have to. Um, I'm sure there's other people like that who agree with my reason, who agree with that, who would do the same thing. Um, but I just then I feel lost in that group of people, even with my parents, and I feel really awkward when they do stupid things. Um, and yeah, so I just stay at home, watch TV. What Sometimes I watch the fireworks on the TV. Sometimes I don't. It depends on what kind of mood I'm in. If I'm with anyone else. Um, yeah. This year I didn't. I didn't bother this year. I just watched whatever I was watching on Netflix. I just watched Netflix for the night, and then to be completely honest, I was midway through a program when when we went into 2021, and I didn't even notice that it was past until after the fact. And by the time I realized, it was like quarter past midnight, so it was already, fireworks had been and gone for the most part. Well, the fireworks on TV had been and gone, and I wasn't rewinding just for fireworks, to be honest. So I just left it. But then came we're in January and we're still at it. We're getting the vaccine out. Boris said that good old Boris said that we'd get the vaccine at least into the elderly and key workers like NHS, home home workers. Um, in my opinion, key workers should be classed. Part of key workers should be also the people who make the vaccine, the people who deliver it. Because if they don't get the vaccine, I mean, they might be part of that. I don't know. I have if they are, I haven't heard it mentioned. But um, but if they're not, so a lot of people might disagree with me when I say that. But if you don't hear me out, the people who are making the vaccines and delivering them, the reason that they're being so slow about it is because those people keep getting COVID-19, or at least a lot of them do. So at least so I'm hearing. So that's why that a lot of the time they're not being delivered as fast as they should be and made as fast as they should be. If they get the COVID vaccine, and yes, it might be slowed down for a day, but after that, people, or I don't know how long it takes overall for that. I don't know how many workers there would be and how long it would take to get them all done, but and what the side effects are. But if those people get the vaccine, then there's at least a chance that it'll be done. They'll make it faster because then they won't have to worry about getting COVID-19. That's just my opinion. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. If you don't agree, that's up to you. Um, but we're in January now, 2021. Um, February 15th is when all the key workers and elderly people are supposed to be getting the vaccine by. Not sure about people like me. Um, but yeah. So I'm sorry if I missed any. Oh, and now we're in our third national lockdown. Just want to forget about that bit. We're in our third national lockdown. Um, and unfortunately, my family, me, my mum and my dad, or at least my mum and my dad do, but I'm pretty sure I'm showing symptoms. But at least my mum and dad definitely have the C word. Um, because they were tested. My mum was tested a few days ago, but she'd already had the symptoms for like a week and a half, so she only had to self isolate for 5 days. But because she had to, me and my dad had to as well. And then my dad, you know, my dad was losing his taste, but he wasn't sure if he had it or not. So don't worry, I will wash my hands after I've recorded this video. Um, but yeah, my dad then like the next day got found out that he had COVID by getting tested the day before, and then I haven't been. Then that means me and my dad have to self isolate until the 15th of January, and then we can be free on the 16th on the Saturday. Um, because even if there's no point in me getting tested to be honest, because um, I'll quickly try and finish this video. Um, then after, sorry, that thing was from my like dad. So I'm gonna cut the video here and then I'll start again in a second. So I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. So where was I? Um, mentioned the fourth national lockdown. Um, I actually can't remember where I was. I should have watched the end of the video before I'd started recording again. But yeah, we were at the fourth national lockdown we're in January, but my mum died having COVID. Ah, yeah, that was it. Sorry about that. So yeah, my if you hear another thing, by the way, it's because my dad's replying to a message I sent saying answering the question he asked us before. But anyways, yeah. So there's no point in me getting tested because the only difference that would make, because I don't go out, I literally don't go out while COVID's been a thing. Apart from when I've been to college, which was ages ago, it was like the last time I was at college was like October. And so and the only time I've been out is taking my dog out, and that was for like a 10-minute walk, and each day, and obviously twice a day. But each time I don't go near anyone, not even within the 2 meter, not even just outside 2 meters. I'm literally nowhere near anyone. If I see a person, I go a different way. The only people I go near is my mum and my dad, and obviously my sister at Christmas. But if she has it, then I haven't had it since I've been near her. So if I've got it, it's going to make no difference. And the only because I have to self isolate for 2 weeks either way, whether I've got it or not. So, and the only way I'll be able to get tested is going myself. And by the time I get there, the amount of people I could be in contact with, it's probably worse for me to go and get tested than it would be for me to stay at home. And yes, I could get a self test kit, but it honestly, me and my parents agreed there's literally no point in me getting tested. You probably think you should get tested anyways because I know that's exactly what I would say. But it makes no difference results wise because, like I said, there's no one to warn because I've been near no one. I haven't been near anyone, apart from parents, but they've been to work and stuff as well. So, they could have easily got it from people at work. Um, I haven't even been to the shops. Yeah, no, I haven't been to the shops. I used to, but since New Year, I haven't been since Christmas, since the beginning of December. Actually, I haven't actually been anywhere. So not even to the shop, not outside. Um, because I only take my dog out when my mum's not home. Which is nearly every day, but not recently because obviously she's had time off work with Christmas and New Year, plus her days off, um, and obviously the first week back, which was this week, which has obviously had COVID, so none of us can actually take the dog out because we've all got to self-isolate regardless. Um, so yeah, that was it really. If you have any responses to anything I've said or comments about what I've said, if you agree or disagree, if you disagree with anything, please don't be harsh about it. Just say it. If it comes across, if it's one of those things that comes across a bit harsh, but you don't mean it in a harsh way, then please put in brackets, don't mean it in a harsh way, just asking or just saying. Because then I'll maybe be able to tell it. If there's a nice way of reading it or saying it, then I'll know to say it in that way in my head. Um, so yeah, that was it. So if you enjoyed the video or at least respected the video, please leave a like. Please don't forget to subscribe if you're new. I'm also going to record a video just after this of me talking about stuff, just stuff. Um, yeah. So nothing to do with the C word. Well, it will be to do with the C word, but it won't be pure. It won't be directed at that. It'll be about things that have just how things have been really. Just talking about how it's been in like not being able to do stuff I've done, stuff I've wanted to do, stuff that's happened, good and the bad and the ugly. Um, some things I've watched that I've enjoyed, just stuff like I said. No, there's not going to be any script or anything. It's just going to be me talking. Whatever comes out, comes out. Obviously within reason. So I don't know which order you may have already seen it, or this will be first. I'm not sure which way around. So, but chances are I'll upload this one first. I'm not sure when. If I'm going to upload it, it'll definitely be before the end of January. Um, but this was recorded on the 9th of January. So this was recorded on the 9th of January. So there could be extra things since then, since now. So if I've missed anything by the time this video gets uploaded, like there's anything more that needs to be mentioned and I haven't, it's because it hasn't happened yet for me. So at least not on this recording. So thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to comment and ring that bell, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.